I had no intentions of coming back on here to talk about this sandwich because I was like, oh, it's just a sandwich. It is so good. People are being so nice. They're so sweet. Hello everyone. Welcome back to another video. If you are new here, which several of you are new here, like just on cloud nine. But if you're new here, my name is Chickpea. I create and share delicious vegan recipes. My motto is, I'm not here to convert you. I'm just here to make Meatless Mondays more fun. If you're returning, thank you. Your support is much appreciated. So hopefully you came here for some inspiration. Try some of the meals. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and turn on the post notifications so that you get an alert every time I post a video, which is and should be every Sunday. This week's video is all about what I eat in a week. Without further ado, let's get into the what I eat in a week. Okay, so this morning I'm making vegan biscuits and gravy, well, toast and gravy, and that's why I just needed to make 2 cups of milk. I actually ran out, so I was like, hey, let's just get creative and make something at home. And I love making my own plant milk at home. I've done oat milk and almond milk. I think I've also done cashew milk, but a couple I really want to try are pistachio milk and macadamia nut milk. And so the other day I actually cooked up some vegan ground meat and it's just been in the fridge, so I'm going to add that to my sausage gravy. Got 1/4 cup of flour. I'm adding this to toast, but you can always throw this on some biscuits. Now adding in the almond milk I just made. 1 teaspoon of garlic powder. Gonna add 1/4 of red pepper flakes, a pinch of salt, about 2 pinches of salt, a pinch of black pepper, about a pinch and a half, and some dried parsley. Give that a good mix. And I am adding about 1 more tablespoon of the vegan butter. And this ended up making about 4 to 5 servings of the sausage gravy. All right, and now I'm actually about to toast this, but I want to add some butter to it first. Again, I put it on toast. You can put it on biscuits. You can put it with some grits. Listen, do you. Y'all, this looks absolutely delicious. Oh my gosh. It looks so good. Alright, so I have a guilty pleasure, and that is watching Real Housewives, the whole franchise, just about. So this Sunday, I decided to make some curry while I was watching Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. Y'all, that show is absolutely crazy, but I'm really just using my chickpea curry recipe, but adding in tofu. So if you want this recipe, it will be linked in the description box. Again, same recipe, just adding tofu. I think I did make like a few tweaks to it this time around because I didn't have some of the ingredients, but still very delicious, and I know that you will enjoy that recipe. And if you've ever been curious on how to cook tofu, I have a video where I discuss my method of cooking it and also share a really easy recipe as well, and I'll pin that on here. Y'all, in those glass jars that I always use for my seasonings, they're great until you drop one, and my heart just broke. And lucky for me, I actually got 2 more servings out of this tofu curry, so I had some leftovers for the next couple of days. Good morning, happy Monday. For breakfast, I'm gonna have some more toast and the sausage gravy. Also think I'm gonna have some yogurt. Here is the yogurt that I'm gonna have. I really like Silk, it's their almond milk. This is the strawberry flavor. And gonna just eat this and then add some walnuts to it along with that toast. Y'all, I hate the way the yogurt looks when you open it up. I'm like, is it old or what? But yeah, so my toast and my yogurt. All right, it is, what time is it? It's 12:57. I'm having a pretty late lunch. I'm actually going to have leftovers. Like I mentioned earlier today, this is the curry, the tofu curry, as well as rice, and that's lunch. All right, so from the meal that I made last night, that tofu curry, I actually got about 3 servings. So I have 1 more serving that I think I'm probably just gonna eat tomorrow, but cook something else for dinner though. Y'all, today I posted a reel. I posted the breakfast toast from last week's video. That toast is so good. It's so good. I just always go back and watch all my content. I can't tell you how many times I've watched last week's video. And right now I'm just responding to Instagram comments on my reel. People are being so nice. They're so sweet. And I also posted it on my TikTok as well. I post a lot of like fun stuff on TikTok. Let me show y'all this one video.
My husband asked me why I keep saying gorgeous girls love soup, because he doesn't get it. And the girls that get it, and the girls that don't.
If you're on TikTok, you know both of those gorgeous girls love soup, and then also the girls that get it, and the girls that don't. But I think my favorite one now is, are you new here? TikTok is funny, it's hilarious. So I just needed to take a little breather and take my pup on a walk around the neighborhood. And for breakfast this morning, I wanted oatmeal. Now, I know oatmeal sometimes can get a bad rap. Like, people don't like oatmeal, they get bored with it. But listen, you just have to spice it up, switch up the toppings. Like for this one, I unintentionally made a purple oatmeal and it turned out to be so delicious, filled with fruits. It was sweet. I topped it with amazing toppings, and you'll see that a little bit later. But this is so good. Like, give oatmeal a chance. Just switch up the toppings every now and then. And when breakfast can be made in 10 minutes, taste amazing, listen, sign me up, okay? Sign me up. All right, and for lunch, I'm not cooking because this is my last serving of the curry that I made the other night. So it's not a whole bunch. So I'm gonna cook up some of this vegan chicken that I purchased from the grocery store in my last vlog. All right, so this vegan chicken was pretty good. I would probably give it like a 5, 6 out of 10 maybe. Like, it's still just something about the taste that I think the company needs to tweak a little bit, but it's great that we have an option out there. Yeah. All right, and here is what I'm eating for lunch today, leftovers. So I ended up getting a little hungry between lunch and dinner, so I ended up ordering a smoothie bowl from this local restaurant. It's my favorite. I probably have one every other week or so. They're really good. All right, it is Tuesday night, and if y'all could not tell from my food earlier today, I do not feel like cooking today. So Brandon and I are about to go to a Thai restaurant, get some food, and then go out for drinks later. Date night. Exactly, date night. All right, Sarah and I are here. See you tomorrow. Good morning, good morning, good morning. It is Wednesday. It is Wednesday morning. We're about to cook breakfast. I'm gonna do chickpea pancakes. I love chickpea pancakes. That was actually the meal that I made in my very first YouTube video. So let's go cook. This is a cool little protector for the onions. And if you've never had chickpea pancakes before, I would definitely recommend you grab a bag of chickpea flour or get it from the bulk station at your grocery store and try to make these pancakes. They're really good, great flavor. They're also high in protein. So if you've ever had a concern with making sure that you get your protein, this is a really good meal to incorporate on a day-to-day. Alright, and now we're about to cook the pancakes. I cleaned this out from cooking the vegetables, so we're gonna cook these pancakes. Y'all, now how did I flip that all kinds of wrong? Okay, I'm like, girl, you just done messed up the whole pancake. All right, y'all, it is time for breakfast. Okay, so this is just some oat milk with some agave because my husband, Brandon, he made us some cold brew. So I'm gonna have this with cold brew. It's so delicious. So I put a little of the vegan queso, the dairy-free queso on top. Because with chickpea pancakes, if you do make them, you have to add some type of sauce, like, because they're kind of like dry a little bit, so you have to add a sauce, which is why I always add either that dairy-free queso or I'll mix together like some vegan sour cream with like some hot sauce and make like a creamy hot sauce. But yeah, so I'll do that. This cold brew is amazing. And I'll see y'all at lunch. Today was so busy. Your girl literally did not even make anything for lunch. And it is 4:43. So I'm about to make a sandwich because my tofu has not thawed out yet. And that's all I could come up with. So we are about to eat a sandwich. And this is going to be a veggie sandwich. So I have some vegan feta, I have some arugula, some tomatoes, I got some basil, an onion, I have this cucumber, this bell pepper, my sourdough bread from the last video, and these pepperdew peppers. Now, if you've had the Mediterranean veggie sandwich from Panera Bread, that is what I'm going for here. For that sandwich, they actually do use hummus to, like, they spread hummus on the bread. I didn't have any hummus, so I had to improvise. I had this Chipotle Caesar salad dressing that I made last week, still had some left over, and I just used that as a spread for my bread. And I know you're probably like, okay, this sandwich just has a bunch of vegetables, like it can't be all that, y'all. All right, and then now I'm about to drizzle just a little bit of olive oil. Doesn't this look really good? Oh my gosh, I'm so excited to eat it. All right, so I went ahead and cut the sandwich. Yum. Oh my gosh, that looks so delicious. I had no intentions of coming back on here to talk about this sandwich because I was like, oh, it's just a sandwich. Like, I killed that first half of that sandwich and I'm making this again later tonight or tomorrow. It is so good. So I came up to this super cute co-working space to do some work today. I typically work from home, but we are having some work done to our house. So I needed to scram, have a quiet place, but I'm so excited to just have a change of scenery. See, I told y'all, I'm back again with the tofu, but this time I'm making teriyaki tofu. I've shared this in a previous video, but I always freeze my tofu. I buy extra firm tofu, I freeze it, and then I let it thaw out completely before cooking. It changes the texture completely. And then I'll season it with salt, pepper, like some liquid aminos, and then to make sure that it gets extra crispy when I air fry it, I toss it in cornstarch. And so I'm just having this with some rice. As you saw, I cut up some cucumbers and carrots, tossed that in a little bit of sesame oil, some salt, red pepper flakes, and a little bit of coconut aminos. This was so delicious. Y'all, and as a dessert, I'm gonna have these. I haven't had these before. I've had the brand, but not this flavor. Brandon picked them up from the grocery store. So this is gonna be my dessert. Good morning. It is Friday, and this morning I want to make like a vegan French toast bake. So that's what I'm gonna make. It should be quick and easy. I just throw it in the oven. So yeah. If you watch my New Year's Eve video, I went to one of my friend's house and she made a French toast bake, and she's so sweet because she made it vegan. And so that's what really inspired me to make this for breakfast this day. That French toast bake was absolutely delicious. She did do something a little different with hers. She made her own vegan caramel sauce. I'm like, girl, I need the recipe. I should have added it on top of here. Next time I definitely will, but this was still giving what it was supposed to give. I had combined some flour, brown sugar, and a little bit of vegan butter. And so I combined all of that and kind of made it into like a sandy texture and then sprinkled that on top. Do it like a show B-day. Do it like a show B-day, baby. Hey, this bomb.
Yes. That's fire.
Is it good?
That's fire.
Okay. Thanks, babe.
Let me have another one.
I ain't got that much left. Take it. Not the plate! So for my super late lunch today, I'm trying to make my own vegan meatballs. This is what I have. I didn't record it only because I was like, this might not turn out well. I don't know, and I don't want to lead anybody astray. So if they do turn out good, I will make them for next week's video. And the base of it, I used textured vegetable protein. I cooked up some butter beans, onions, and garlic, and then I also threw in some chickpea flour. So that's what the base of it, and of course seasoned it up as well. But fingers crossed that these turn out really well, because if they do, I'll share them. Here's the vegan meatball. Like, it has a good flavor, but I use chickpea flour, and I don't think I want to use that next time. So I'm gonna go back to the drawing board, make like a few tweaks to the recipe, and then I'll be back. Maybe next time I won't use chickpea flour. I think I'm gonna throw in like some black beans maybe, but we'll see, we'll see. Look at the meatballs. They look so good though. But like I said, definitely going back to the drawing board to make sure that they are just delicious. I put those in some barbecue sauce. I just have some rice right here that I cooked. I sauteed my kale with some olive oil, salt, pepper, garlic powder, and then those are just cut up tomatoes. All right, y'all, so I know that I said I'm gonna go back to the drawing board on these vegan meatballs, but they actually pretty good. I think the barbecue sauce definitely added a little extra flavor to it maybe, but not too shabby.